Hello, and thank you, Miss Courtney, for introducing us to what the pH scale is and some differences between acids and bases. Whether that's how they taste or how they feel in our hands, whether they're slippery or a little bit sticky, those are good ways for us to start thinking about whether something is an acid or a base. So we've seen that the acids and bases are on a spectrum. It goes from 0 to 14 to tell us how strong that acid or that base is. But how do we get to see that number? How can we test to see whether or not something is acidic or basic? We can do that by using these fun little things that are called pH strips. So on them, you can see 3 different colors, and right now they're not very bright. They're kind of dull in colors. So that's how they start off. And what they do is they actually test liquids. So if you have things you want to test, like I have in front of me, I have regular water, I have some Coca-Cola pop, and I have an egg. So when you dip your pH strip into your substance, a chemical reaction starts to happen and they change colors. So you take your little substance, we're going to start with water, and you put your pH strip into the water to make sure all of those squares are covered, and then you leave it in there until it stops changing colors. So it's going to start having a chemical reaction and changing a little bit of its color, and eventually it will not change color anymore, and that's when you know it's done. So that's good. So now if I take that out of the water, you can see it's a little bit brighter. So it didn't change too much, but it is quite bright now. So I'm going to put that off to the side, let it dry out, and then I'll test my other things. So I'm going to dip them both into my egg one and into the pop. I'm going to put my other one. Make sure all those colors are covered, and then we're going to wait. So while we're waiting, what do you think an egg is going to be? Do you think it's going to be an acid, or do you think it's going to be a base? How about the Coca-Cola? Do you think the Coca-Cola is going to be an acid, or do you think it's going to be a little bit more basic? All right, I think my Coca-Cola is done, so I'm going to take that out. You can see it changed quite a lot. So the water just got a little bit brighter, but the Coke actually turned this one a different color. I'm going to put that off to the side. And the egg is done now as well. So another color combination that we haven't seen yet. Now that my pH strips are different colors and they have decided, now that my pH strips are different colors, what do we do now? Well, we have this